Tim, we all know, we've seen you in Home Improvement, and you're like Tim the Tool Man Taylor. How does this show differ a little bit? You talk about being a manly man and trying to restore everything back to that way.
You know, these are mere sentences. As the show evolves, you get a better idea. First off, this guy is probably a little bit more, he got a more attitude than Tim Taylor. It's just a bit more. He went to college. It's less of a cartoon character, just a little bit less. I was never sure, I don't think anybody was, whether Tim Taylor was smart or stupid. I always felt he was very smart. This guy definitely went to college, definitely has some education, definitely traveled, but he still wrestles with conflicted emotions. And I'll give you a story coming up that it really highlights it. Is my daughter in the show, Eve, is a very good soccer player. And I would do everything to get her on a team and say, look, she can play with boys if she wants to. Cut to, at work, at Outdoor World where I work, and I'm one of the CEOs, we want to play softball games, but they won't let us use a public park unless we allow women in, and I don't want women to play soccer with us. So at one hand, at work with the guys, I don't think it's a good idea to play with women in a sporting environment. But at home, for my daughters, don't tell me my daughter can't do that. And I said, so this guy has to wrestle with what seems like a simple decision, you know, let him play at work. Well, no, that's not so simple. When you're around men, it doesn't seem like a good idea to have women in sports. But yet at home, it's a great idea.
Is that a problem in the household,
Interesting
especially
dichotomy.
for your character, Nancy?
Well, you know, we have different points of view about the same subject, and my character Vanessa, I don't want my daughter playing with men, grown men, and at home, Tim's character thinks that that's okay. What could happen? And you know, we find in the show that issues come up, and we are discussing and arguing, and who gives a little, who doesn't give a little, and it's an interesting dynamic in the relationship just to see where that lands.
Hey, let's talk about the household for a little bit. You've got a lot of kids in there.
I know, my God!
You got a 13-year-old.
That was great.
Teamwork. I love the chemistry right there. You got a 13-year-old. She's a tomboy. You've got a lot of different, let's say, chemistry going on in the house.
Oh, a lot of chemistry, literally and figuratively.
And it'll get better. It'll get as we grow into this family, as well as you guys, the viewers, allow us to move on. It'll ripen, and it'll become, you know, as the balsamic vinaigrette falls into the salad, the flavors will coalesce, and they'll become.
I mean, we got a husband, we got daughters, we got grandkids, we got boyfriends. The only thing we don't have is a dog. I mean, we have everything going on this show.
Not yet.
We don't have a mechanical dog or huge robots from space,
Let me ask you
but
guys,
we'll get that.
Got neighbors coming in. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Is this something a lot of families will relate to at home?
Well, you won't have to explain it to your children. This is, I mean, you can be safe with us. It's a family. We're gonna skirt, like, I think Pixar, who does all them Toy Story stuff, it's great family entertainment, and there's a wink and a nod to the adults in the audience, and that's where we're heading. And if we step on lines, we'll figure it out. But I said, generally, I'm going to say it's safe and it's wonderful for your family. This is a family sitcom, something that it was never in my wheelhouse. If you go see my act in Vegas, you'll go, how did this guy ever do that? I know what's inappropriate because my adult comedy is for adults. But for 8 o'clock on ABC, working for my parent company that I love so much, Disney, we're going to make it safe for your family. It's going to be funny. And there'll be a wink and a nod to adult themes, but you won't have to explain this or anything about this show for kids.
Okay, well, we wish you the best of luck. Nancy and Tim, thank you so much.
Thank
You bet.
you.